Hey guys, welcome to the Worship Journal Guitarist Edition. Now you probably found this video because you hit the page that says stop. There's a few things that you need to know before you continue. If you haven't got the book yet, I highly recommend getting it. I pray that it's going to be a good tool for you, a journal that you can use every day, day in, day out, that you can grow through. So there'll be a link in the description to be able to get the book. So if you don't have the book, get the book. But even if you don't, you can use these videos. I'm making videos for each week through the lessons. So if you don't want to spend the money and buy the book, just follow along in the videos. We'll still have fun. So what are the things that you need to know before you continue? The things you need to know is, first of all, this book was not written as a let me teach you guitar from ground zero. This book is written for those of us that have a solid foundation in guitar, but we're wanting to grow, expand, hone our craft, hone our skills, right? We want to get better at guitar. That's what this book is written for. So the things that you need to know are your open chord forms in both major and minor. So I've got them plotted out here on the page. You need to know that C major chord, your A major chord, your G major chord, the E major chord, and the D major chord, as well in the minor forms. The C minor, the A minor, the G minor, the E minor, and the D minor. Now, don't get too hung up. I don't know a lot of people that are playing their C minor like this. Most people are playing it actually in an A form. If you look at it, it looks like an A. You're just moving that A shape up to the third fret to make your C minor. And most people are using an E shape. So you look at your E, move that up to the third fret on the E string to get your G minor. That's the most common way people play that. So even if you're not playing your open C minor and you're playing the A shape, that's fine. As long as you're familiar with these shapes and can identify them, you'll be in good shape. The next thing you need to know is you don't need to know every note on the guitar, right? You don't need to know every single note up and down the fretboard. You just need to know a few spots. There's my A on the E string, right? I need to know a few spots so that I can navigate and find the notes that I'm looking for. So I went ahead and plotted out the guitar neck. You can see it in the book. I plotted out the guitar neck with the notes C, A, G, E, and D, because that's what we're going to focus on. That's going to be the foundation of everything, is the C, A, G, E, and D shapes and notes. So it's part of the caged system. So you'll probably hear me refer to it as that. Maybe you know a little bit about the cage system already. That's what we're going to focus on over this year through this journal. So each week, the book is written out with one. I have a scripture for that week. I also have a personalized prayer. Know that I am praying with you. I'm praying for myself. I'm praying for you as the reader of this book, and I'm hoping that you find encouragement in that, to know that someone is praying for you. Someone's been praying for you. I was praying for you as I was writing this book. It's not by chance that you have it, right? And then we're going to go through a scale, and then we're going to look at some alternate chord voicings. So these alternate chord voicings you can use today. So you may have a song that you've been playing for years. You can try plugging in these alternate chord voicings to see what it sounds like playing a different version of a G or a different version of a C or whatever chord it is. So you can play around with those alternate chord voicings to kind of change up the way you sound, maybe even help you cut through the mix a little bit. And then don't forget also, each week, just like you found this video, each week there will be a video that accompanies that week's lesson, so that we can kind of go beyond the journal, dive into the topic a little bit deeper than what I could fit on the pages of the book. And then obviously we have a section for your own journaling. It could be a prayer journal. It could be notes that you're going to take for the lesson. You can use it for whatever you want. There's some journal section there so that you can actually journal through this process. So I'm excited for you. I think we're going to have a blast. I know that when I went through this similar process, it really changed the way I looked at guitar. It changed the way I look at the guitar neck. It made me understand why I was doing the things I was doing. There's things that I've been doing for years, and I didn't really know why I was doing it. I just knew it worked. Now I know why it works. Now I know why I do these things. So I'm excited for you. I'm praying for you. We're going to have a blast. So I will see you in week 1. Let's go get it.